Dali mga ka-wander. Oh, hi. Ano tadi video ba siya ka-wander?
The century-old Dao Tree. The tree was actually more than 200 years old, and it is one of the oldest known trees that can be found in the country. It is also located at Barangay, Jagbuaya, and known as beautiful heritage tree and widely popular for tourists to visit. Molobolo. Molobolo Resort is one of the popular places to be refreshed and relaxed in Tuburan Municipality, Cebu Province, Philippines. Tuburan means source of water, or spring in Cebuano or Bisayan language. The springs of this place are the greatest endowment to the inhabitants of this area. The cold spring water is directly being pulled into pools built under the green canopies of ancient trees, making the water much cooler. This refreshing pool water attracts visitors from all over the province and guests from somewhere else. The crystal clear blue water of the Blue Hole Spring in San Juan, Tuburan in western Cebu is truly mesmerizing. Definitely a piece of the true beauty of nature. Blue Hole Spring is a hidden gem and literally feels like a deep in the woods surrounded by old trees. The green trees, the blue water, and the serene ambience of its exclusivity will leave you in awe. Also known as the Spring of Hope, the refreshing and cold water will wake up the child in you. A paradise where you can jump and swing to your heart's content. Mandawihan Cold Spring has crystal clear water that is surrounded by trees, nipa, and a cliff. There is no entrance fee in here and it is not yet fully developed. Situated in the corner of Barangay Cogon, Tuburan, Cebu, this small but wonderful spring of Tuburan is one of the town's beautiful blue crystals. Unlike the other springs of Tuburan, which are famous and are the crowd's favorite go-to place during the hot and dry season, the Mandawihan Spring remained humbled, quiet, and strikingly beautiful. Mandawihan Spring has a small cave and this is where the spring comes from. And though the color is turquoise blue, I could still clearly see the bottom of the spring. And by the look at it, I could tell it was deep and cool, a perfect pool to dive into. Marble Cliff is made up of two big rock formations that line the passageway of a river. It is shallow during sunny days, but when it rains, the water rises up to 20 feet. It is called marble as the stones are shiny and smooth, much like marble stones. Atabay Peak is the highest peak in the town of Tuburan. At the top of the peak is the unique rock formation where one can sit and see the panoramic view of the beautiful landscape of the town. Reaching the top of the peak is easier than I thought. The climb is only more or less than 20 minutes. The trail was light, only that the peak is so steep. So the challenge going up would not be the hard climb, rather it is the climber versus him catching his breath. The Tuburan Coffee Farm has an edge in terms of farm tourism promotion, considering how there are still lots of areas in the region that may be able to host more coffee farms that can later be promoted as agritourism destinations. Tuburan Coffee Farm in Barangay Kabangkalan, where an unfinished cafe building sits atop a grassy hilltop with 360-degree views of the countryside, including the karst peak we scaled earlier. We can also see a dirt road lined with bamboo saplings, which will hopefully grow in a few years' time into a photogenic bamboo tunnel so visitors can walk through. Across the road is another unfinished concrete structure, which will be a convenience store. 360 degrees view. The province of Cebu has been known to shelter several mountains and peaks that had tickled the adventurous feet of Cebuanos and mountain trekkers coming from the different parts of the country. Tuburan, the largest municipality of Cebu, isn't just about springs, as its name implies, but it also houses one of Cebu's refreshing views from the top, if you want to see the 360-degree view of the town's coffee-scented highlands in Tuburan.
Everyone, kung ganahan mo magpadaot, saka mo dere, ayaw pagdagtubig, magdagsakinan. 10 pesos na lang, padong na to sa langit kung walang isa din. Because
nanagugos langis.
Dali na higala